Um, so this just got announced, and I know it's late, but I was like, I have to talk about this. When it just got announced, I was like, I seriously need to talk about this. There's no way that I cannot. So, for those not in the know, well, actually, as of this recording, it was just announced as of tonight that Noah Hawley, most of you guys would know best as the guy behind the Fargo series on FX, as well as the Fox X-Men show Legion. And it was just announced that he is in production of a Doctor Doom movie. Yeah. I guess after, like, so many attempts with 3 times with Fantastic Four, or 4th if you count the Roger Corman movie, I guess they just decided, you know what if instead we went with the arch enemy of of the Fantastic Four? And this is a really cool idea. I'm really glad that Fox, and even to a degree Warner Brothers with DC, are doing stuff that Marvel is still kind of like hasn't done yet. And I still like the Marvel movies, I still like the Netflix shows, but I'm kind of glad that, Fox is kind of Fox and Warner Brothers with their superhero stuff are kind of like trying new things to see if they stick. This is more desperate, but still I give them kudos for trying. And what I mean is they're we have obviously Deadpool and Logan. Logan being something that doesn't feel like a superhero movie. It feels more like almost like a Western. And yeah, and with Warner Brothers, yes, Suicide Squad was not great, but still it was a movie centered around villains, something we hadn't really gotten ever. And this is an interesting idea, and I really like Noah Hawley's work. I've watched a bit of Fargo. I thought it was cool, but of course I really dug Legion. I really loved Legion. It was so good. And yeah, I think it's a cool idea to get him behind, because he's really good at doing psychological pieces, and there's no better psychological piece than Doctor Doom. So I think it's interesting that you're doing a villain film to start a new Fantastic Four series, and do it around a character that is probably one of the most notorious and most infamous and pretty much beloved character. I know that kind of feels weird, but yeah, he's one of the best-known comic book villains, not just Marvel, but ever. And do I think you could do a Doctor Doom movie? Yeah, you could. You, honest to God, could do a Doctor Doom movie and make it work. Doctor Doom, Victor Von Doom, has such a rich history to him, and such a interesting, has such a great backstory to him, and is such an interesting character on his own, that you could do an entire movie around him. You could honestly do an entire a film around him. But what's weird to me is that we're just going headfirst into a Doctor Doom movie without the Fantastic Four. Now, that's not to say we don't know if in this new continuity, because it's obviously going to be a new continuity, we don't know if this is going to have, at this point there isn't in fact a Fantastic Four, or it's Doom's rise to power in Latveria. Honestly, I would be okay if they did something like there's a Fantastic Four, but we don't see them. This is Doom's film. But if you did a Doom origin story, I think what would be cool is if you followed Ed Brubaker's Books of Doom, or Book of Doom, which is kind of like a retelling of Doom's origin, and how he rose to be the monarch of Latveria, and how he learned to start using magic. The problem is that, Mephisto is very much tied into Doom's life. He is very much tied into Doom's life, but they don't have the rights, so they'll probably just say the devil. And but yeah, for those who don't know, yeah, Doom lost his mother because she sold her soul, and she failed and died. And Doctor Doom has since been studying magic as well as science to try to, and his end goal is to bring his mother back to the world of the living. So yeah, I think that's really cool. And Doom, like I said, could carry his own film. And if you're doing a story about how he became the ruler of Latveria, that would be really cool. Although I have a feeling that they would probably, at the end of the film, it probably would be him donning the armor. I don't know if it would be him wearing the armor throughout. Then again, this is all just this is just all me shooting the shit because we don't know jack all about this movie other than Noah Hawley's directing a Doctor Doom movie. We don't know if this is going to be an origin story. We don't know if this is going to be a story of Doom finding a way to take on the Fantastic Four. We don't know if the Fantastic Four are in it or not. We just know that Doctor Doom's getting a movie, and that's really insane. That just had it, like, I guess after 4 tries, like I said, I guess after 4 tries with the Fantastic Four, I feel like Fox just went, fuck it, just do whatever, we need to keep these rights. I would be okay, like I said, you could do an origin story of how he became the Lord of Latveria, but you could do a story of something of what apparently Black Panther is trying to do, like a political thriller with Doctor Doom, and you could have it that you have Latveria is trying to secede from Doom, and the UN is breathing down his neck, and Doom is kind of just fighting his way through and just proving of why he should be feared. The other thing is, are the Fantastic Four going to play a role in this? I think it would be interesting if they did, in this film, have it that we follow Doom and he's the protagonist of our film, and the Fantastic Four are the antagonists. Or you could also do that, like, if this is an origin story, this is how you bring in Reed Richards and have him, because, yeah, Reed tried to stop him from doing an experiment that cost Doom his face. So, and that's why he blames Richards all the time and gets so psychologically fixated on him. So, yeah. So there's so many ways you could do this. All that I know is that, you know, the guy behind Legion, kick-ass fucking show, is doing a Doctor Doom movie, a movie about one of my favorite villains. And once again, I gotta give kudos for Fox. I understand that this is more of a rights thing because you can only hold on to Fantastic Four for so long, and it's almost but I applaud them for trying something different. They've been trying new things with the X-Men. Same with Warner, even though Suicide Squad was not great. I do give him points for saying, let's do a villain movie, although, admittedly, that was probably not the best choice to do right after a superhero movie. You should have maybe saved Suicide Squad for something a little further down, but I digress. And also, we're apparently getting a Black Adam movie, although, from what I understand, it may be changed to Shazam, finally, rather than just be a Black Adam film. But, yeah, I'll give him kudos for trying new things to keep this relevant, and maybe this can open the door to doing more super villain films. I would love to see a super villain film from Marvel. I would love to see villain movies. We kind of had that with Suicide Squad, but they're still anti-heroes. I don't know if you count Maleficent, because that was a train wreck. But I would love to see, this kind of take hold of doing villain movies, of villain-centric movies. Maybe we can get, instead of introducing Green Goblin... Well, no, Green Goblin's he's very intricate to... Oh yeah, I also totally forgot, we're getting a Venom movie. And you may be saying, oh, but Venom's an anti-hero. He started out as a villain, let's not kid ourselves. And he'll probably be an anti-hero, but still, so we got a Venom movie. I'm still, not convinced until I see it, because that movie's been trying to get on forever. Until I see a trailer, I'm still hesitant, people. Until we get an actual trailer for the Venom movie, I'm still hesitant about it. And I can't believe I didn't think of that until just now. So yeah. So there's so many ways you could do a Doctor Doom film. I am interested, and the people behind it are really good. They've proven themselves about it, but the question is, how do you do it? How are you going to do this? And is this going to be the weird start to a new Fantastic Four film franchise? I have no idea. So you guys just comment below, let me know, what do you guys think of Doctor Doom getting a solo film? Do you guys like the idea? Do you guys hate the idea? Do you want it to be an origin story? Do you want Doom to already be Doctor Doom, in control of Latveria and ruling and fighting some kind of outside force? Or something else? Just comment below, let me know, and once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.